Alright guys, got the Scania back on the table, and yes, it's me. My mum got it me for my birthday, so I just felt I had to wear it. And if you look just down there at the thumbnail, that's where she's took it from. It's on my Instagram, my YouTube, my Facebook. It's everywhere. So it was just a gag gift. She's had Scotty 555 babe put there. I just felt I had to wear it. But I do quite like it. It's a bit cheesy wearing me, but hey oh, it's a gag. So the Scania. Basically that so far. And today we're going to complete the chassis. Get the diffs done, the axles, get all that put on, and then my chassis is basically ready for priming up, ready to paint. Do have to get some primer because I'm going to have to etch prime this with it being metal. So I know it's been a bit of a while, but the grandola kind of started taking another turn, totally away from where I thought I was going to take it, but hey oh, it's just going to a whole nother level now. So I've been so engrossed in that, with parts coming in for it, and just been so engrossed in buying stuff for it to upgrade it. Yeah, I'm having real fun with that build. So let's have a look at this. So it's basically all the diff parts. Now this will be for the rear diff, so it's dead easy. I'm just going to put a bit of grease in here, just using normal marine grease. Pop that in there. Now there's ways of locking these also, which I can drop that video link in the description at the end. So that's basically your diff. Now there's a way you can lock these just using the little cogs that I've put inside, and there's various other ways, but I like the way with a cog, so I'll drop that link at the end of the video so you can see that if that interests you. But this is just a basic open diff at the minute, and I've filled that up with grease. Now it's automotive marine grease. Does the job for this. I mean, there's all kinds of grease you can use. They're not under heavy use where they're getting like super hot. Now we're going to need the shafts. They'll meet inside like so. Just work the grease in there a bit, get it all nicely spread about. Now for the fiddly bits, I'm going to need these E-clip things. I uprated the bearings in this kit. It's just the standard bearings. I hate E-clips. This is the worst things that I hate about building. A pissing nightmare. little bit of grease down the shafts. Work it into the bearings. So now you've got basic axle shafts and your diff. Now we're just going to pop these into the axle casing. All we're doing is just sitting that in there, and then the bearings, they'll just pop into place as to where they need to be. Like so. The other bearings, a little bit of grease again on them, pop one in there, one into the bottom, so before I paint this I'm going to have to give it all a good wash and degreaser, or the paint prime's not going to take anywhere. So it's all fun and part of the building. This will go through the inside, that way when connected to your prop can rotate that. So again, we'll just fill this up with grease and lock this on there with one of the E-clips. This one's a bit more fiddly, can't do it the way I do it. So now 8 bolts, 8 nuts, and that's the axle together, and we can get the springs done and get that attached to the rear. Well, they will just bite themselves because the nut grip's in there, so it's just nut in and literally just screw it up. And then just repeat that for the rest of them. So just give that a quick wash, and got rid of all the excess grease and everything else, so it'll make it a damn sight easier to come clean when I clean the whole chassis. Leaf springs. So I've got everything here now to pop the leaf springs on, left and right. So first of all, you're going to want to take these little brackets, just drop them long screws through there. And 2 holes in the bottom of there. Just going to put in like so. Then you want this one with the flat bottom, just going to sit on there. Then your leaf spring, as you can see, that will sit in the little groove. Pop that onto there, and one of these onto the top. And pop a nut into there, and a nut into there, and flip that over, pushing the nuts in, pushing the screws back out a smidge. Just to tighten those up. One leaf spring, and then all we're doing is just repeating that same process for this side. So there's your axle with the leaf springs fitted. So now what we want to do is put that to the rear of the chassis. So firstly, you're going to need a couple of these. One of these, and a lock nut. Through there. Through that. Same on the other side. And with these little plastic spacers, which is Q5 in the manual. So you're going to want one of these collars and plastic spacer Q5. I'll go through there like so. See that tend to act like a washer itself, that collar. So from the inside of the chassis, within the rear of the cross member, you have a hex grooved out. Just drop the lock nut in there. Screw through the collar and straight into that lock nut. And then screw that up. And you want to repeat that for this side, so we'll put the lock nut in there. the rear of it on. So for these bits, I'm going to want to just pop a washer on your collars. Then into this cross member here at the side, it's threaded, the threaded hole there. A washer at the front and the rear. I'm actually making this more awkward for myself to build, trying to get this bit on camera. And then just repeat this for the other side. So there's the rear axle on the chassis. Now just a few bits like the fifth wheel and things like that to pop on the top here. And then that's the chassis virtually ready for paint. So that's pretty much the Scania chassis complete. I'm going to wrap that video up there for now, but continue and just knock up this fifth wheel and put the battery tray on there and stuff, then it's ready for paint. I don't want to draw the video out too long where it's too boring and too much to take in, so it's just straightforward simplicity basically. The fiddliest part is just doing the little bits of gubbins inside the fifth wheel, but if you really want to know how that's done, then I can drop the link to the Grandola one in there also with a gearbox. So yeah, for now I'm going to wrap that one up and then I can get this ready for priming. So thanks for watching, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, leave me a comment, all that, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now guys.